everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today, in honor of the upcoming National Root Beer Float Day on August the 6th, I thought we'd put together a root beer float fudge. The ingredients we're going to need are 3 cups of white granulated sugar, 3/4 of a cup of butter plus an additional 1 teaspoon of butter, 1 7-ounce jar of marshmallow cream, 1 5-ounce can of evaporated milk. Because I'm using unsalted butter, I'm going to be adding in an additional pinch of salt. You'll need a roughly 10 to 12 ounce bag of white baking chips, some vanilla extract, as well as some root beer extract. And those are all of our ingredients. So let's get moved over to the stove and start bringing our fudge together. In my pan, I've gone ahead and added my butter and started to allow it to melt down. I'm also going to go ahead and add in my 3 cups of sugar and my evaporated milk, and then I'm going to stir these to combine and bring them up to a boil. I'm also going to add in my pinch of salt before I forget about it. There we go. While I'm waiting for this to come up to a boil, I would like to take this time to mention the Gamers and Geeks playlist that JPK Death and I have going on our channels. It is a community-driven playlist made up of you, our friends and YouTube family. If you guys would like to be a part of it, it's very easy. All you have to do is go out and make a cooking video, and then once you've done that, post it to your channel, and then let either JPK or I know in the comments section of our latest cooking videos, or if you're a part of our Discord servers, you can let us know there as well. The only thing we do ask, guys, is that you mention the Gamers and Geeks playlist somewhere in your video, as well as leaving a link to it down in your description below. And that's just so we can continue to support everybody that has already started contributing to the list. Alright guys, well I'm going to stand here and continue to stir this while I wait for it to come up to a boil. Now that our mixture has reached a full rolling boil that I cannot stir down, I'm going to stand here and continue to stir this for the next 4 minutes. Be careful you do not get splashed. This mixture is very hot and it will burn you. If you're getting it too high, be sure to turn it down just a little bit without losing your rolling boil. Now that our 4 minutes is over, I've gone ahead and removed it from the heat, and we need to mix in our marshmallow cream. I'm going to go ahead and add in my bag of white baking chips. Whoop, there was an escapee. He's fair game, I say. We're going to, go ahead and eat that one too. Now we're going to go ahead and melt these in with the remainder of the marshmallow fluff that hasn't completely melted in. Alright guys, I think I've got it all melted in. I'm going to take my bowl and I'm going to place in about 1/3 of our mixture into this bowl. That looks pretty good to me. And I'm going to go ahead and add into this bowl our 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So be sure to stir this in and get it well incorporated. Oh, this smells amazing already. Depending on how strong of a root beer flavor you want, you're going to want to add either 2 teaspoons or 3 teaspoons to this. I want a full root beer experience, so I'm going to go for the 3 teaspoons or 1 whole tablespoon. Root beer floats are one of my favorite summertime treats, so I really want to be able to taste the root beer in this. Let's quickly give this a stir and get this into our pan because our fudge is already starting to set up on me. Oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow guys, this smells so good. I so cannot wait until this is completely cooled down and we can give it a try. I have an aluminum foiled lined 9 by 9, 8 by 8 inch dish here. And I've gone ahead and buttered it with that additional 1/2 teaspoon, or 1 teaspoon, I'm sorry, of butter that I had left over. And I'm going to go ahead and spread out our root beer fudge, or our root beer layer, I guess. Wow, that came out so clean. That's incredible. So make sure we get those spread all the way evenly around. the less you manipulate your fudge, the smoother the texture will be. We do kind of want some peaks and valleys in here, so we get a little bit of a marbling effect once we get this white layer on top. And that looks good to me. Wow, that's still incredibly hot. Let's go ahead, whoops, and gently spread our white layer over the top. Now that I have both layers of our fudge together, I'm going to go ahead and pop this over in the refrigerator and allow it to cool for about an hour, so it'll completely set up and it'll be firm enough for us to cut and to give it a try. So I'll see you then. Our fudge has been firming up in the refrigerator for about an hour and a half. And I've gone ahead and removed it, and I've allowed it to sit on the counter for about 15 minutes just to make it a little bit easier for us to cut. And since we buttered our aluminum foil, it's made it much easier for me to remove it from it. There we go. Just lay that down and we can get rid of this. Guys, too, so this we're going to cut this in approximately 1-inch pieces. That looks pretty good. Now that I have our first round sliced into nice bite-sized pieces, I think that piece right there is calling my name. So I'm going to set him over to the side, and I'm going to move this out of my way. I will say it smells so good. I really get the root beer smell from it. Overall, I am incredibly happy with this fudge. I get a strong root beer flavor, which is exactly what I wanted. If you're not that into root beer, I would definitely back it down to the 2 teaspoons. But for me, this is perfect. I get the vanilla on top, and it tastes exactly like a root beer float. I'm very, very pleased with how this turned out. But that is going to be it for me for the day. If you guys have enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down below. If you guys tried this recipe out, let me know how it turns out for you. Remember to check out the Gamers and Geeks playlist, as well as my Cooking with Vault Girl playlist. I will leave links down in the description to it. And as always, thank you all so very much for joining me today. I've been Vault Girl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.